Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Tuesday, March the 1st. The year's 2022. Let's talk trading. It's time for the monthly open. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. So, I hope you had a profitable February, or at least the year's profitable for you so far. So, a new month, new beginnings. Hopefully you don't have to make any big course corrections. And right now we're right at the 3,400 mark. You can see here that the month is slightly red with the monthly open of 34.16. We look at the week, there's still some gaps that haven't filled, but you can see we are 91 pips above the weekly open, 36 off the high, and 92 off the low. And as I speak, you can see prices changing. It's already moved up 3 pips. A lot of action around that 00 psychological today, it seems like. And we're going to be putting in a new opening range today for the month. Now, the past couple of months, we've had pretty big opening ranges. And we'll have to see if we have a muted one today. Notice we have ventured into the opening range of the year here, or January's opening range. And I was looking at this chart thinking, oh, it's too bad I don't keep the other ranges. And then I remembered about an indicator I wrote back in 2016. The TRO 2016 plot by date. And what it allowed me to do was I just went in and put in the first trading day of each month for the year 2022. And then as each month goes on, it will automatically plot the lines. So you can see here we actually got into the opening range for February, but then we fell back out. So for those of you who have that indicator, maybe that's something you want to do. Or if you want, I can always send the template or post a template. You can download it. Okay, where were we? Here we were. Actually, we were here. But you can see how sometimes if you just trade just these couple of lines, if you can just wait, you can see how profitable they can be. 125 below the yearly open. We put in a new yearly low, 3 days ago. And there's still inside bar action, especially on the month. And we are in the inside bar from a couple of days ago. 55 pip range so far. Once again, for opening day, that's kind of light. We've got 3 pairs, 100 or better. I imagine the problems over in the Ukraine, I guess problems might be, or war, battles are definitely affecting the market. You can see what happened here. And looking at the buy zone, you can see we've been crisscrossing the daily open a few times, and we've been crisscrossing the 134.00 a few times here. So obvious when you see this happening, market's definitely ranging when it's flip-flopping colors like that. Rats. Says the range is too low. I'm wondering if this is, nope, this looks like this is still the updated rat zone. min range 60. I thought we had changed that to 45. That looks a little bit better. So green rats, red rats, it looks like it's the green rat's turn again. Pivot, we've taken it out. It said price near the pivot point long. And so 2 times it was right at the 33.85 level. Here, we took out the pivot. We have a missed pivot from January and a missed pivot from February, right there. Weekly, we missed it by about 4 pips. Monthly, we've missed by 7 so far. In and out of the upper wick zone here. There was like really no lower wick zone to speak of. And we looking at the range for the weeks, still light at 127. Daily range 55 is light, so something's got to give on the daily side. Just have to determine which way it's going to go. We've got an inside bar for the week so far. 33 off the high, 94 off the low for the rats. And looking at our day trading / scalping templates, first price action simple with sweet spots with the wall lines. Notice the past 4 hours, definite trading here. Wall lines paid off. You can see short, a long, and a short, and a long. And so far this hour, the short paid off. We haven't had a long trigger yet, but we just might get one here at the 08 level. We could watch this for a little bit. Now, for those of you still having some problems, I guess bagging profit, making profit, pulling the trigger. I saw something where the guy equated a stop loss to a seatbelt. So that way you don't get thrown out and killed when you, hit your stop. So, or your account doesn't get wrecked, decimated. Because that's really what a stop loss is there for, is to make it so you don't blow your account. And it's not so much that you lose the trade, which is usually what we focus on. Oh, that trade was a loss. No, what that loss was we saved our account from further damage. So what you have to realize is that everything is really happening behind your eyeballs and between your ears. It's inside your head. The market's just doing what the market's doing, but each one of us is going to interpret it differently. And so how we interpret that loss is going to affect us. How we interpret what we see is going to affect what we do. And so a lot of times, if you're having problems, the problem isn't in the outside world, it's in the inside world, which is inside your head. And so maybe there's a belief, a thought that you're holding on to that is contrary or in conflict with what's going on in the outside world. So you can't really change the outside world, so you have to change the inside world, your thought or your belief. I know that probably sounds borderline mystical or something, but It really isn't. It's something I learned decades ago. Um, you know, one of my favorite authors, Robert Ringer, he says, is what reality is. It's not what you want it to be or what you think it is. So as you can see here, the looks like the ask is touching the previous H1 high. So if you were to take this trade, you would want price to continue to go up. But if price doesn't, and if it starts coming down too far, you have to determine where you think, or where you think is your I'm wrong point. I've guessed wrong. I've picked the wrong direction. I don't think price is going to continue my way point. So maybe it's the open of this candle. So if this candle were to turn red, you would just exit. You just say, you know what? It didn't work out this time. I was wrong. And that's okay. I'm not going to blow my account over this trade. So right there, maybe you punched out. And that's just how this works. There's no shame in hitting your stop. But, if you don't put that stop on and then price continues to here and lower, then you're going to be really sorry. Like we just turned red. So maybe now there's a trader out there that's going short. Well, if it comes up here, then you might just have to say, you know what? I was wrong that time. I thought it was going to cross through that double O and keep going. It reversed on me. Oh, well. There are some traders that what they do is they go, you know what? Chances are it's going to do a little of both or both. So they might go long and short at the double O. Maybe it goes up 3-4 pips and stops. They punch out at the long side. Then it turns around, drops down a couple of pips. They punch out the short side. I've never really been an advocate for doing that in the same account. I have back in the old days when I was had 5 computers online. I would go short on one account and long on the other at the beginning of the hour, and that's how I traded it. But that's a whole different story. So perhaps this month, if you've been having difficulties, try or decide that a loss means something different than what you have been thinking it means. Because it's not really a reflection on you. It just means this one particular trade didn't work out, and you can't really put anything else on it. But this is why you have to have some skin in the game, even if it's only a dime a pip, because you're going to have an emotional reaction, and what you have to do is learn how to control that reaction, because that reaction, as we've mentioned before, is you reacting to the market. It's not the market making you react. It's how you are choosing to react to the market. So, fellow traders, I'm wishing you a profitable day, week, month, year. And when you sit down at your trading terminal, always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. And this is the Rumpled One, over and out.